All right, today we're doing 5-11. We're multiplying polynomials with more than two terms. We're actually doing the practice test tonight, and this is the homework for tomorrow night. Okay, 251, 1 through 45 odd. I'd like you to start by doing a little warm-up. Pause the recording, do the warm-up. All right, now let's check our work. Okay, so what I really want to know is, what does this mean when we expand it out? This really talks about -3. What is the base of that exponent? There are 2, and so the base of the exponent is just the 3, not the negative. So this really means -3 times 3. And that simplifies to -9. On number 2, when we expand it out, the base of the exponent is the entire parentheses. So it's -3 times -3, which is +18. Okay, again, number 3, the entire parenthesis expands out, so it's -2 times -2 times -2, which is -8. On number 4, only the 2 is expanded because that's what the exponent is touching. So it's -8. Number 5, we have -2 times 3, which is -18. Number 6, we simplify in the parentheses first. We use our order of operations, so it's -6 squared, and that would be +36. Number 7, it's -3 times 2, which is -18. And number 8, we expand the entire parenthesis, so it's +18. All right, let's go to our lesson. Today we're looking at multiplying polynomials with more than two terms. I'm going to show you how to use the vertical method today. I don't use it very often because I feel like it's very time consuming. And I kind of do a hybrid of this horizontal method and the vertical method, in that I just keep distributing the way I did. I'm going to first multiply the x times the 2x squared, and what do we get? Go, Julio.
You get 3x. No, you get 2x squared to the third.
2x
to the third.
To the third. Okay, because that's to the first. And now I'm going to distribute it here. What does that become? Let's go, Mark.
-4x to the second.
Good. And then I'm going to distribute the x over here. David?
3x.
Positive or negative? Positive 3x. Okay, I'm not done, because now I have to distribute the 5 to everything in the second polynomial. So now I'm multiplying 5 times 2x squared. Go.
You get 10x squared.
10x squared. I'm going to put it underneath. Okay, and then I'm doing 5 times -4x. Let's go, Madison. -20x, and I keep lining it up. And then I'm multiplying 5 times 15. It's 5 times 3 is +15. Okay, and now we add them all together. I have 2x that we're adding up and down. We're really just adding the coefficients. How many x squareds do we have? How many x's? So we're really just adding those coefficients. It's a +6. It's a -17, and it's a +15. Yes?
When I did it a different way, but that's like kind of the same way.
That's fine. Okay. Pause the recording if you need to take notes. So if you look at my PowerPoint, they basically take this entire quantity and multiply it by 2x squared. They take the entire quantity and multiply by -4x. I just feel like this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a lot more work. I do my method until I get like a 3 by 3. If I'm multiplying 3 terms by 3 terms, then I'll usually do the vertical method, because it keeps things lined up and organized, and I don't want to lose numbers or signs. So on the vertical method, this is just like double-digit multiplication. So remember, once upon a time we did 325 times 16. You were learning how to multiply like this. So I would multiply 6 times 5 is 30, carry the 3, it's 12, 13, 14, 15, carry the 1, it's 18, 19, I have a 0. Shh. I have a 0. Then I'm multiplying this. It's 325. I have a 0. It's 10. Carry the 1. 11, 12. Carry the 1. It's 3, 4, 5. So just like when we multiply a double digit by a triple digit, this method is basically the same thing. Okay? I made that up. Okay? So I always start with my bigger. When I'm doing the vertical method, I write the bigger polynomial first, whichever has more terms. So the bigger term always goes first, the smaller polynomial, the biggest polynomial goes first, just the one with more terms. And now I'm going to multiply 5 times everything in there. So 5 times 3 is? 15. 5 times negative 4x? Negative 20x. 5 times 2x squared?
10x squared.
Okay, and now I'm going to multiply x times 3.
3x.
I'm going to line it up underneath. And x times negative 4x.
Negative 12x.
Negative 12x squared. Negative 4x squared. Okay, and then x times 2x squared. 2x cubed. Okay, questions? So now I'm just going to add them up. Right? In the first column, I have just 2x to the third. In the second column, it's negative. How many x squareds do we have? We still only add the coefficients. Positive 10, negative 4 is positive 6x squared. How many x's do we get? Negative 17x and plus 15. Okay. Questions? What did you get?
I thought when we did it horizontally, I thought we got negative 6x.
We got positive.
No, right there. Look.
Can you go back to the... Is there like a pattern?
Oh, if you wrote down... I don't have it. It's positive 6x. It should be positive 6x because it's positive. Okay. Okay, question. What's wrong? Bryce, I'm going to pause the recording. Really just use the vertical method when I'm multiplying 3 terms by 3 terms.
Okay.
What's wrong? All right. So, vertical method is here. The reason why we don't FOIL it is because we can't. What does FOIL stand for?
First,
outside,
inside, last.
Okay, what it stands for is multiplying the first terms, the outside terms. Okay, that's plus 2x. The inside terms, that's plus 3x. And then last terms, which is 3 times 2 is plus 6. We can't do it because you've got that middle term. So that's why we don't really refer to it as FOIL. Okay? All right, so here basically, I'm going to show you a sample. I'd like you to try it once. Here's an example. I want you to do number 2. Go. Pause the recording. Let's check our work. So I'm going to multiply the 6. And you should have had negative 12y squared, negative 24y, negative 42. When we multiply 5, I'm multiplying, and we should have had 10y cubed plus 20y squared plus 35y. And your final answer should have been 10y cubed plus 8y squared plus 11y minus 42. Now, I really don't do the vertical method unless I have 3 by 3 terms. Now, I think I would put the second one on the bottom because it has a 1 in it. Look it up here. Because that, to me, is a freebie. 1 times anything is itself. I don't have to do any math. It's just x squared minus 3x plus 4, right? Now I would start with my negative 2x times 4 is negative 8x. Negative 2x times negative 3x is positive 6x. It's negative 2x cubed. And now I have to multiply the third term times. And then we just add our coefficients. It's 3x to the fourth minus 11x cubed. We're not done? Okay, we're not done. Do not pack up. Questions? So it's really not that big a deal. I have something really quick I need to talk. Oh, something like this. I do want to show you. They are banking on you distributing that exponent, Rami. Remember, we don't distribute exponents. This really means we square the binomial.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So if they're banking on that you're going to make it, remember, it looks like distributing, but like 2x to the fourth power over x to the third. We're not distributing here. Everything is to the fourth power, but there's no plus signs. Do you understand? I mean, you could have a negative here. It would be to the fourth power, but we're not passing it out to each term. We don't do that. This means square the binomial. So if you want to check your work, hold on. And here you go. Please bring your trip slips tomorrow.
I have a question. Do we get graded on how good we do our practice test?
This is the end of the lesson, I think. Hold on.
So, while you guys